Well, Dune is an incredibly complex show, and to be able to create the environment of worlds alien to our own 20,000 years in the future took a combination of special effects, mechanical effects, and visual effects. Our special effects, which were the on-set things that you saw, explosions, wind, sand, water effects, were all accomplished by Jim Healy and his special effects team. He worked hand in hand with Peter Drozda, who headed the stunt crew, and the stuntmen that we used in the Czech Republic in Prague were exceptional. Many of them worked on Titanic and Saving Private Ryan. So Jim Healy, in doing all of the explosions and fire effects and such, and water effects, worked with Peter Drozda and his stunt team to make sure that there were no injuries and everything was very safe. And Jim also coordinated his special effects with the mechanical effects of KNB, which were the worm in the water, the worm skin, the worm riding, and that sort of thing. The navigator puppet was all created and executed by KNB. And Jim also made sure that the backgrounds were correct for Ernie Farino, who was supervising all our visual effects, which were then done later primarily in computer in Los Angeles. And the major houses doing the computer-generated effects for us were Netadigital, Area 51, AI Effects, Title House, and Digital Firepower were the ones who executed most of our computer-generated effects.
Okay, when you show this to me, once we're ready to go and tensed up, then I'm going to go over the PA system, and you can show everybody where those explosions are going to be again. Jim, what is this? Tell us what this is.
This is a propane mortar. We pressurized propane in it. It's got a flashback. It's got a very large, quick valve that lets most of the propane out at once, and then it's lit, and it creates a big fireball. It's pretty cool.
1, 2, 3. Mortars going off, coming out this way, out of the walls. And then right here, the biggest of the fireballs.
Okay, and have you coordinated with Peter Drozda who's going to be where?
Peter said set up, and at the last second he'll place his guys.
All right, what we're about to start with here is scene 214, where Othium, one of the young Fremen fighters, is about to blow the Harkonnen barracks, which has been taken over.
Alright, we got a flame up in the sandbags over by you, Roman.
Michelle, can I call you back?
Okay, fine.
In mechanical effects, we used a company in Prague called Vulcan and Flash Barandov, as well as K&B effects based in Los Angeles.
Careful, careful. More tails, honey. There you go. Is it still in the stand? Slow.
All of the visual effects will be done in Los Angeles. There are several companies who are involved in the actual creating of the visual effects. These companies will take the live action scenes that we have photographed here in Prague, then process that footage in such a way that the images of the sandworm or the thopter as created by in the computer and modeled in the computer and then animated are all put together. Okay, the green screen process is actually a fairly fundamental compositing technique, and it actually the easiest example I can give of that is the weatherman on the 11 o'clock news, because that man or woman is standing in front of either a green or a blue screen, and electronically the camera can what's called key that to separate the area of green to isolate the person who's moving. So then that allows you to combine that image with any background that you want. So we'll photograph scenes of actors against a green screen when we need to put them into either a fantastic environment or put other visual effects such as the giant sandworm and so on behind them so that it combines them into the same frame. Well, the teamwork on any film is very important, as you've heard many times, and especially on a project of this scope, and of course creating so many fantastic illusions and environments and everything else. So all of that really has to come together very importantly, and between costumes and art direction and visual effects and cinematography and everything. So I think that all of that is gelling very well on this picture, and so it's very inspiring to see all these elements come together.